Welcome to the, I'm not used to wearing headphones, so I got to turn down a little bit. I just made myself crazy. Welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. Very special episode. My name is Dave Jesko. I'm here with you, and I'm here with Mike Suarez, but in an undisclosed location. And as you can see, where I'm also here with, of course, Memo Salazar and Scotty Gornstein. I was going to give them a much bigger introduction, but of course, as usual, I just want to tell you that we are here at the Comedy Cellar live at the studios above the world famous Comedy Cellar, where you can see comedy every night of the week. I mean, it used to be when I first got here, they were closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's no longer a thing. Now you can come here 365 days a week. There's like 9 shows a night. There might even be more. I don't think there's any less. They're building another room. I mean, this place is sick. And it's also the best place to see comedy in the country, unless, of course, you're at the Las Vegas Comedy Cellar with our very good friend, Mark Coco Cohen.
I thought when you first got here, they didn't have Thanksgiving yet, right? That came later.
Are you calling me old? And that's what the gag was?
That was a
All
gag.
Right. No, that's funny.
These are jokes.
No, it worked. I guess I enjoy that. Hello, Marcy. Nice to see you. Marcy says hello to you guys and Mike as well. And we're also here with Max today, who's doing us a favor. All that will be explained later. Just so you know, if you were here last night, I mean, obviously, I forgot to look today because I'm so swamped with what we're doing. You would have been able to see all of our friends, Colin Quinn, Nick Griffin, Rachel Feinstein. The only reason I know this is because one of the guys in the chat room, JWB671, whatever his code name is, I just met with him and had a drink with him down the street. He came all the way from Hawaii to come today, and so we I'll turn down my thing here. So I got to meet him, and that was great. And so he told me who was here last night, and he got to see Nick and Colin and stuff, which was great. Hi, Scruffy, how are you? Nice to see you. Look, he put in Maxwell. Isn't that nice? Is that your full name?
No, it's not, but it's fine.
Well, what is it?
It's just Max.
Maximilian?
Yeah, it's not. No, it's just full Max.
It can't just be Max. Nobody has that name. It's now. Are you familiar with Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah.
Or were you familiar with Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah.
His son is named Max. Do you know why his son is named Max?
No, I have no idea.
Well, you're young, but his son is named Max from Maxwell Smart. And the reason why he's named Max at Gilbert's 65th birthday, which turned out to be his final birthday. No, I don't know. It might. I guess it was his 65th, but maybe he did die next year. It was just before COVID. It was the February before. Oh, I guess it was just a couple years ago. Had a big thing at the Cutting Room. It was Gilbert's 65th. And the podcast, like 300th, and I think his wife's birthday too. That's right. It was her 50th or something.
Trifecta there.
Yeah, the trifecta. And Barbara Feldon was there. She's 90. She looks incredible still. She's almost 99.
Wow.
He played, of course, 99 and Get Smart. And Gilbert just said from the stage, Frank Santapadre went around with the microphone to all the people that were there. Paul Schaefer was there, and Richard Kind and Mary Lou Henner. Lots of fun folks that we all worship. And for some reason, I was there. And they going around with the mic, and Gilbert just goes to Barbara Feldon. He goes, "Just say it. Say what I want to hear. You know damn well what I want to hear." And she just goes, "Oh, Max." I'm doing it like Paul Lynde, but that's not the way it is. So that's your name, Max. Yeah. So thank you for that. And hi, Cammie. How are you? God, I was supposed to be in Tampa last week, and I didn't go. I'm sorry, Cammie.
What happened?
Well, if you want the honest truth, I went to see our friend Paul Lauren, who's a musician at this restaurant by my house about 3 weeks ago. And I took my friend Laura and I took my friend Bob, and she's 30 and he's 86, but they're both attorneys. So I thought they'd get along, but it turns out they got into a big fight about Israel and Hamas. And so then I had to pay for everybody's dinner, and then I didn't have enough money to go to Tampa. It was a really expensive night.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
that was your Tampa money?
Yeah, it totally was. The meal was like $500. I mean, that was definitely my airfare. And then maybe I could have made it, but I'm trying to be better.
Right.
Hi, Ange. How are you? Hi, a week late. So nice to see everybody. It's going to be a great show. Let me introduce my guests as usual from the Liza Outlives podcast, the Twitter account, one of the great, where I get, and you guys also get all your up-to-date information. That's, as you know, that's how I found out the Queen died. Liza Outlives. Scott Gorenstein, everybody, the master.
Thanks. Hi, Dave. And I'm pretty sure that Liza Outlives was one of the first to announce that Gilbert passed away. Gilbert Gottfried. And
well-
I'm kind of stuck. I'm not. Did you actually ask someone if they actually knew who Gilbert Gottfried was?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
has
he's
someone
young?
If he had said no, would we still go do this show? 'Cause
Yes,
I don't
we
know
would.
that I would have.
You have to understand.
No,
that
I do not.
I'm
have
just
to
saying Max
understand.
looks young. I assumed he was.
So do I.
Max,
I
are
look
you
young, but-
even 30 yet?
No.
See? So it's
Wait.
possible. I mean, he's in comedy, so you're absolutely right. He probably knows who Gilbert is, but I guarantee he doesn't know who 99 is.
I know 99.
Again, he's in comedy. So
I'm not sure I would have.
Marcy
continue
just
to
said
do
she's a
this.
follower of your Twitter.
Oh, thank you, Marcy.
But
I don't think I would have done the show if he didn't know.
now everybody
Gilbert
knows I
Gottfried
hang out with a lot of young people,
Like
let
me.
alone I teach. And when I'm teaching these kids, I mean, it's the best job because they're all 20 and they know nothing. So, I mean, about
So
what
they
we
think
know.
you
Do
know
they
stuff.
know who Gilbert Gottfried is?
They probably only know him as the parrot from the Disney movie Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And you
the-
stay in the classroom.
But what am I going to do? Nobody knows any. We're
that
so
would be a
old
protest. I'd walk
that
out.
there's all these people that don't
I'd go
know
tell them-
any of the stuff that
Am I
we
allowed to
know.
curse?
Of course.
I'd tell them to go fuck themselves and walk out.
Well, I didn't know you were going to say fuck.
But Jessica's like, you just like stand and deliver. You have to imagine this classroom. He's inspiring these students.
See, that's the movie.
Well, one of my students is making a documentary on me for her class. She's asked me if she could do it, and I'm like, I guess.
I've been asking you for 25
I know,
years.
and I said my friend Memo has been asking me for 25 years, and I said, but she said it's only going to take a day.
Ah.
So then I was like, okay, I'm embarrassed. She's going to come to the cellar and film. That's going to be embarrassing. I don't know.
Film you at you're the last person walking on the bus.
But
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a sad documentary. Like,
Can I be one of the talking heads that she talks to?
yes, it's going to be one of those ones. Remember those old commercials? I don't know if you had them where the lady couldn't stay in her apartment because she had pets, and it just had that horrible sad music.
There you
And
go.
of course, when I moved into the new place, they said we couldn't keep our cats. What was I to do? I think it was like the Buy to We Home commercial or something.
Max,
music
do you
went-
remember that commercial, Max?
No, I don't
The music went do 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 do. It was like really sad. That's what
Yeah.
my pick, or the Incredible Hulk
Right.
ending theme as I
Right.
walk away.
Right.
Do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 do.
That's how your documentary should
And I
end.
catch the bus. Remember, that's what we used to do with
That's
Puppy
how your
Picture.
documentary-
Right.
That's what?
How your documentary should end.
Oh, absolutely. Do do do. I have to end in a fiery car crash. That's,
Bridge out.
Did you see that picture with me and my mom?
Yeah. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, right. It was in the
Yeah.
opening. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing funnier than Bridge Out. Well, Mike, are we allowed to stay on the air for a while? I mean, we have so much to do.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, this is great. It's so nice to see everybody in the chat room. I'm so happy to be here. Aunt Judy is not here today. She just texted me. She had to go to the hospital. She's fine, but she won't be joining us today. And as she usually does, she's just feeling dizzy, so she went to be safe. And I'm sure Aunt Judy. I mean, nothing, it's like my dad used to say about my grandmother. Oh, you're gonna have to beat her with a stick for he was the worst. This is about my mom's mom, not his mom.
Right.
And every time my sister's doing this now. It's like we better get Rode on camera, because this could be the last time. I'm like, you're doing the exact thing that dad used to do with grandma. She lasted another. He was saying this. We better get it the last time. She was 50. He just kept saying it for the next 50 years after she lasted to 100. We better get this. Could be the last time. And it's like, so my sister's doing that now. She doesn't even know she's doing the gag.
How old is your mom?
She's 55. No, she's going to be 90 on Hitler's birthday,
Isn't that
which is also her birthday. Well, it's funny because I asked off work and I'm like, can I get off on Hitler's birthday? And they're like, what? No. Maybe I didn't make myself Oh, please. Can you go to HR if you say I need off for Hitler's birthday? I mean, can they? What?
You're Jewish. If I said it, yeah, but
Right.
I think you're okay.
You should be. I mean, they don't know what I have planned for Hitler's birthday.
Right.
And I'll tell you, we got a lot planned.
Karaoke.
Thinking about going there for Jay Moore and Liz Mealy are coming up. Oh, in Tampa. Well, I do like those two.
Is your a fan from Chile here today?
I do not see her yet in the chat room. You know, she came to town.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, apparently. I didn't see her.
Oh,
I got angry.
huh.
Well, you know me.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't call you, or maybe she didn't want to break the illusion of
No.
glamour.
There's no surprise. After you hear the story, you will be the lead. It's all my fault. I don't even need to tell you the rest. By the way, congratulations to our friend Rachel Feinstein and her husband becoming a fire chief.
That's right.
That's so exciting. The chief of the firemen. Now,
Where?
that's a real man. He's getting sworn in Thursday, I think.
Right. So he was captain and now he's fire chief?
Yeah, he took the exam and we were all worried that
right.
day, and then it turned out to be the hardest exam. Like everyone was talking about, if you knew anybody that was a fireman.
Is this New York City?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So
You know,
he's gonna be the chief.
Springsteen's son is a fireman in Jersey City.
I do know that actually. Yeah. How about that? You know, his daughter is a horse rider, an equestrian
jumper. Yeah.
and she's maybe she'll be in the Olympics again. She was last.
Was she actually in the Olympics?
I believe so. Yeah, because my friend did an article on her for the New York Times, Brian Pinelli, 4 years ago. So I don't know whether she qualified this year. You'd think that would be in the paper as well, but Springsteen was definitely there.
Right.
Well, maybe they may not have had the trials yet.
Oh yeah, right.
Or,
It's early.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It's not
maybe
even
right.
spring yet.
All right, so the Oscars are this Sunday, and we do this every year. We go through every thing, every category. There's 24, so I guess we better step up. We have and of course, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce Memo.
This guy.
God, we spent so much time. Of course, our good friend Memo Salazar is here.
Hello.
I'm not going to say where you're from because I don't know what you're doing right now. So
No, I'm just making, I don't know, I'm a filmmaker. Just say he's a filmmaker.
Well, he is a filmmaker. He's a really good filmmaker, and he's, not only is he a good editor and a good producer, but he's also been a director, and then he's been more into directing. Lately, you've been getting more directing work,
Yeah,
which is exciting.
I'm looking forward to your documentary on Dave Juskow.
yeah.
We should
I'm going to let you know next year.
Yeah.
It's my choice for.
Hey, Marcy says you
Thank
sound
you.
like the Cookie Monster. No, that's not right. That
Me
is
not
what you
know.
said. What are you doing? You're ruining the illusion.
Can we just have that documentary be only Muppets?
Can what?
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll film everybody, write all the interviews, and then I'll run it through AI and turn them all into Muppets.
Oh, that's
talking
brilliant.
about Jessica.
Now that's a show
Right.
that I would totally do.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how this goes, and then we'll take it from there. It'd be funny if he got picked up by the AP. Oh no, not that there's anything wrong with that.
So you're saying this thing that you sent us is out of order? We have to find the categories? Is that what you're telling us?
No. Michael, do the slide. It is out of order, but Mike, do you want to put up the first slide, which start with last year's results? Me as the winner by a landslide. Scotty was next, and Mike. Memo was horrible.
Yeah. By the way, so I'm just making it clear. I am not trying to
Ow.
guess who is supposed to win. I'm going to just talk about who should win, which means I'm going to get like a 1. But
So
you're gonna
so
get a
you're
1.
scoring completely differently.
Yeah,
than
we're
all of
trying to pick winners,
right. And I think last year I kept going. I was like, well, I think this, but it's probably going to be that. And I'm not even going to pretend. Like,
So
I don't
now you're just
care
what
who
you
the-
want to win.
I'm just going to talk about what's
that's
actually
not
good.
real much of
But
a
you can
contest.
do
is it?
both. You can say, hey, I think
I know, but man, it's
like for instance, you could say okay, I think the winner should be Timothy Chalamet,
I
right.
was
but
wondering
the
when
answer's
that was
going
going to
to
come
be-
up.
but but it's
Yeah.
going to go to Cillian Murphy.
Right. No, I understand. And I kind of tried, you know what? And I know or care what those people are going to pick. I'm just going to talk about what's good. That's what I'm
I
doing.
guess.
Well, that's
Whatever.
fun.
Well, thanks for ruining the game.
No, all right. I'll tell you what I think, but I don't really know. I'm so out
it's
of it.
quite fine. Anyway, that woman Val ruined the game by she was only wanted to pick like best actor and actress. Like we don't do it that way. So we need you guys in the chat room to take her place. Mike, what is the first category? I've got so much paperwork here. I've got so much teddy bear paperwork here. That's the opening slide that we always put in because we have to remember where we are. Short film live action. All right. Now, first of all, I will tell you what is up here. We have Invincible, recounting the last 48 hours in the life of Mark Antoine Bernier, a 14-year-old boy on a desperate quest for freedom. Boring. The After, after losing a family member to a violent crime, picks up a passenger and forces him to confront his grief. Boring. The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, which I'm assuming hands down is the winner because
it's Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. Henry Sugar, a wealthy man, decides to take on an extraordinary challenge. He wants to master an extraordinary skill in order to cheat at gambling games. Hello. First of all, this is with Benedict Cumberbatch and Wes Anderson. It is a brilliant move by a director who may never get an Oscar to worm their way in to the short film. So Red, White, and Blue. Rachel is a single mother living paycheck to paycheck when an unexpected pregnancy threatens to crumble her already precarious situation. She is forced to cross state lines in search of an abortion.
Guys, can I ask you?
Well, let me finish the last one.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Night of Fortune. Carl arrives at a chapel to say goodbye to his recently deceased wife, but he cannot bring himself to open the casket and the knowledge is lost. Boring.
So is this a producer win? You said Wes Anderson. Is he a director?
He's the director of The Wonderful Story of Henry.
Okay,
in case
so
some
it's
of you
not
don't know.
I don't think it's like with a feature where the producer gets the film.
The award.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess. Okay. He's the producer as well.
Got it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, absolutely. No. This is his plan. It's goddamn brilliant. He gets Benedict Cumberbatch.
Right.
I mean, this is just stupid.
But what I don't understand is like big filmmakers are making short films all the time, and I've never seen them nominated. Like they usually are outside of this world.
But Memo, maybe they're.
So why this one
chose to enter this into competition?
Right, but then why wouldn't you want like every year you'd be seeing? I mean, like every filmmaking, like mentioned, has had a bunch of short films over the last.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're constantly.
Name one. Yeah, he's got nothing. Yeah,
I'm serious.
You can all see our reaction on that.
No, like what's his name? Almodovar just made this film. With
Almodovar.
Yeah.
You know,
Pedro Almodovar.
And so like why would
Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah. Anyway, you're right. Obviously, he's gonna win.
There's no way. It's he's totally favored. The next one would be plus 600 Night of Fortune, and there's no way that's winning with the casket thing. I would say, if anything, that Red, White, and Blue,
that would be
the abortion crossing state lines makes a lot of sense, but it's plus 1400. But there's no way The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar doesn't win, right? Are we crazy?
I do love abortion, and you know that. But I consulted a bunch of the different websites and looking at who was leading, and of course it's Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, and that's what I chose.
And remember, you chose it too.
Yeah, I mean it's too obvious. It's too obvious.
Henry Sugar.
Mike? Yep. And has the audience done anything? I don't think they can. So I guess it's just us.
Where do you even see that?
I have a live chat here.
Oh, okay.
But Mike, if you see anything like along the way, there's a week late picks it too.
I agree with a week late. It's not fair.
How can I okay, so I'll just put
Mike. Well, it is fair. I mean,
I don't know. Short films are
Marcy says Red, White, and Blue.
The whole point of short films like it gives like unknown filmmakers a chance to get
that's a good point.
exposure.
Yeah.
He's competing against.
Ange, I'm sorry, I didn't see what you said. Oh, pregnant woman story. Okay, gotcha. So you're up, but you and Marcy are choosing Red, White, and Blue, but you got to use your head. This is that's what you want to win, but that's not what's going to win. What's the next one?
One more thing. I wish that there would be a better outlet for viewers to watch these short films. I know that Memo sent us today like a link to view trailers.
Just the trailers, but yeah, you have to go to the IFC down the street.
But then I was thinking, like, if we went there, it's like we're still only getting this, right? Like we're not getting the short, the animated, and the documentary, or
they have all.
Oh, they have all of them.
Yeah.
Then that would be worth it. Next year we'll do it. We can all take off. Get there at 10 in the morning.
Yeah, because there's like four. It's like 4 complete
I bet.
screenings.
All right, what's the next one, Mike?
Okay.
Best documentary short. What we got here is the ABCs of book banning, which is the odds-on favorite, revealing the voices of the impacted parties of books banned from school districts, inspiring hope for the future through the profound insights of inquisitive, youthful minds. The Barber of Little Rock. Barber Arlo Washington forms a nonprofit community bank with a visionary approach to just economy that could reshape the future of banking. The People Trust fosters economic process for under-reserved residents in Little Rock, Arkansas. That sounds actually pretty good. Island in Between, S. Lu Chang reflects on his relationship with Taiwan, the United States, and China from the Last Repair Shop. In Los Angeles, a few devoted craftspeople keep over 80,000 student instruments in good repair, and they, hey, Paul, a personal love letter from director Sean Wang to his Nene and Waipo, which I believe means grandma and grandpa in Korean?
No, that's not true. That's the names of the.
No, I think it means grandma and grandpa.
Really?
It's
two grandmas.
Two grandmas. A grandma super team that dances, stretches, and farts their sorrows away. Well, that ain't winning. But so the ABCs of book banning is the odds-on favorite, but a lot of people think The Last Repair Shop can pull an upset, and because that's plus 150, I might gamble on that. No, actually, I might just take that one.
Well, I'm taking ABCs of book banning, like you.
That's what everybody says is the one. Documentary short. What did I write one already, or was I waiting? Oh, our thing is so stupid. You're right.
Don't forget.
Oh, I put the ABC. I put the ABCs of book banning.
Banning books is all the rage these days.
Yeah, I mean, it's the obvious one. I'm gonna give a plug for two films. Barber of Little Rock is a great topic and a great film. People should watch it.
Just good documentary. That's fine.
And Nine and Waipo, who you totally ridiculed, is actually my favorite one.
You saw it?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
it's so good.
Mike, what are you picking?
I'm gonna go with Nine and Waipo. That's also the IMDb name is Grandma and Grandma.
Oh, Grandma and Grandma.
There you go.
Grandma and Grandma. How can it be two different names?
Because I think they're two different.
Or you're saying that's their actual names? Oh, two different countries.
I'm not gonna pretend I know what that means, although I should have looked it up. But
yeah, weekly it says Barber for the upset. I say The Last Repair Shop is the upset. I'm gonna put some money on that if I can. Plus 150. You know what I'm talking about. Put up $100, win 150.
Yeah,
I like those.
Last Repair Shop is such a generic. It's like exactly what you'd think. It's like people repairing instruments for like underserved kids. It's such a.
Well, apparently the reason why they say that is a possible is that it takes place in Los Angeles, and that's where all the voters are.
Oh,
what are they repairing?
Instruments,
students,
like
instruments.
like old instruments, and then they give them to kids who can't afford instruments. I mean, it's like a nice story, but it's a very.
Can the kids play the instruments?
Hey, JWB 671.
I just want to know what the point is.
JWB 671 just said the greatest thing. I need everybody. Look, met Dave today. He's taller than I thought and more handsome.
What Dave does she mean?
Yeah,
it's a guy.
David
he's
Tell.
talking about me.
David Tell.
Thank you, Jason. It was what I can't believe you're on this, but it was wonderful meeting you today. That was a lot of fun.
Did you think he was like 4 feet tall?
And
well,
again, you said you guys had drinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just saying.
Well, his wife drank too much the night before, so what did you think is happening here? No, it was super fun. Great guy. I didn't know he was Australian. You know, I thought he was just. I don't know what I thought. I thought he was Hawaiian. A mucka like a hunk.
Are we still on the air?
Yeah. So far until they take us off. That's why Mike's out today. He's like, I know Jessica's going to say something stupid.
Yeah, he's like,
no longer
What's the next one, Mike? The next one is. I just never know what's going
animated short.
Oh, animated short. Right. Animated short. Got it right here. War is over. A lot of people are saying this. Set in an alternate World War I reality where a senseless war rages on, two soldiers on opposite sides of the conflict play a joyful game of chess. A heroic carrier pigeon delivers the soldiers' chess moves over the battlefield as the fighting escalates. That sounds like fun. Letter to a Pig, a traumatic memory from a Holocaust. Oh, there you go. From a Holocaust survivor transports a young schoolgirl on an inner journey. That's where Wes Craven is doing the brilliant thing. He's like, well, I could either make a Holocaust movie to win one, or I could just use like big stars and put my name on it.
Wait,
Wes Craven.
What did I say? Oh, Wes
yeah,
Craven.
I was like, what?
Well, Wes Craven. Let's see that. Well,
All the
that's what he should.
All the Wes's.
Yeah.
He should make a Nightmare on Elm Street during the Holocaust.
Right. I thought you meant he made
When
this
when the
film.
Nazis get bad dreams. You know what? This
Yeah.
is not a bad idea.
You should
Dear
make an
Wes.
animated short about that. You're right.
Dear Wes, my name is Dave Juskind, and I'm a big fan of your work.
Pachyderm. Louise stays with her grandparents in the countryside for a few days during the summer holiday. Jesus Christ. 95 senses. An ode to the body's 5 senses by a man who doesn't have much time left to enjoy. Oh, God. These are awful. Our uniform. This is a short, fairly straightforward. This isn't going anywhere, so it doesn't matter.
No, read it. Read it. That's the best one. That's my pick. Yeah, that's by far the best one. Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
It's so good.
I haven't heard about that one. This is a short, fairly straightforward animated film about a girl growing up in Tehran, Iran, which means she has to go to a segregated school for girls and that she has to wear a school uniform, including a hijab.
Hijab, yeah.
Our narrator does question the strict dress and appearance code in a gender segregated school. Come on.
That's the best one.
Yeah,
Well,
probably the best one.
I will tell you this. I mean, that does sound interesting. Let me see the
It's great because
picture there.
all
our uniform.
you see the. I don't know if you can tell by the picture, but all the animation is done on top of like shots of real clothes, and then like the animated characters are all interacting with the clothes that are real. But it's a great story.
Well, I will tell you this. If that were to win, it's plus 4,000. You put $100 on
Calling
there,
my
you win
bookie right now.
$4,000. So, I mean, I would put money on that, I guess, if Memo says. But
It's really
mostly, I have heard War is Over is the one because people see that. They see the John Lennon thing, and
Right.
that's it. But Letter to a Pig is minus 200. War is Over is plus 150. So that is a winning combination to take as an underdog. Scotty, your thoughts?
I'm going with Letter to a Pig, even though I am Jewish, and that's, I should be keeping kosher. But Letter to a Pig.
You're going with Letter to Pig. Oh, you're going.
I'm going with. I mean, War is Over is probably going to win, obviously, but I'm going with Our Uniform, and I recommend people watch it.
I'm going to go with War is Over as the winner, I guess. Mike.
Last year the winner was the sappiest hogwash, and I think that's what they vote for on these, so I'm going to go with War as well.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna...
it should be Letter to a Pig.
I thought
Hogwash.
he said Hogwash. I thought that too. And what is the chat room saying here? A week late says War is Over, so it looks like everybody's choosing that for now. What is the next one?
I took the letter.
Michael?
Let's go to that. Boop.
Best international feature. Here are the choices. The Zone of Interest, which I will tell you is the odds-on favorite. The Commandment of Jesus Christ of Auschwitz, Rudolph Haas. Oh, it's like these people are just like, you know what we can do to win an Oscar.
It's like that every year.
I know. It's just like at this point, it's just getting a little pathetic. And his wife Hedwig strive to build a dream life for their family in a house and garden next to the camp. Society in the Snow in 1972, the Oregon Air Force Flight 571 chartered to transport a rugby team to San Diego, Chile. Catalina, if you're there, experiences an unexpected incident, crashes into a glacier in the heart of the Andes. Of the 45 passengers on board, only 16 managed to survive. Is that where they eat each other?
Yeah, it's the same story that's been done like 100 times.
And what do you remember the name of the TV movie?
Well, there's
Yeah,
Alive.
Alive.
Yeah. There was also another
in
one
the 70s.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
Alive was
yeah.
the 90s one. There was one in the 70s.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the
you're
name.
right. I remember that too. The TV show.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that called Taste Like Chicken?
Yeah, it's like chicken.
The Teacher's Lounge. Teacher Carla Nowak decides to get involved when one of her students is suspected of theft. Caught between her ideals and the school system, the consequences of her actions starting to break her. That ain't going anywhere. Perfect Days. Wait, who just told me about? Oh, that was I didn't know it was the international feature. The bartender at the place I was just at just told me, "Have you seen Perfect Days?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Hirayama works as a public toilet cleaner in Tokyo. I'm already in. He repeats his structured, ritualized life every day, starting at dawn. He dedicates his free time to his passion for music, which he listens to in his van to and from work, and to his books, which he reads every night before going to sleep. Oh, I like that.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, so the guy just told me it's fantastic. He loved it. I didn't know what he was talking about. And I thought when he said Perfect Days, I thought it was Daze. And I'm like, oh, that sounds all right. Io Capitano, longing for a brighter future. Two Senegalese teenagers.
Senegalese.
Thank you.
Them
Embark.
too.
embark on a journey from West Africa to Italy. However, between their dreams and reality lies a labyrinth of checkpoints, the Sahara Desert, the vast waters of the Mediterranean.
All right. So I saw all these films.
Really?
Yeah.
So these are the features. Where do you have time for? Oh yeah, I know. Okay, sorry. Where did you see them all?
I looked around,
Okay.
and they're all probably better than what's going to win Best Picture. These are all amazing films.
Mm.
People should go see them. Except Society of Snow was like fine, whatever. But the other four are amazing.
Really?
Yeah. So Perfect Days is Wim Wenders, which is weird because it's a Japanese film, but it's Wim Wenders, who's not Japanese. Zone of Interest. You're right, Holocaust film, but this is a brilliant masterpiece. Zone of Interest is like nothing you've seen before.
Oh,
It's so
you
good.
say you like it?
It's so good.
It says the Zone of Interest is a massive favorite, and its place in both the Best Picture and Best Director markets all lock up its win.
Which is very rare that we have a movie that is in both international feature and Best Picture.
Was
yeah.
that?
So-
But it's British, so it's weird.
Was that the Korean one that won everything? Was
There
that
Parasite.
might have been. I know what you're talking about.
What's
a
it
couple
called,
years
Mike?
ago.
Parasite.
Parasite.
Yeah.
About 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Teacher's Lounge is an incredible film about it's just all takes place in a school, and like the tension, this woman's like someone's stealing and the teacher's trying to like do the good thing, and then she ends up getting the whole school against her. It's really good.
Oh.
And Io Capitano is like a sweet film about these two kids that try to make it all the way to Italy from Senegal.
Well, is he flying?
No, that's like a dream sequence
Oh.
where like this woman dies, and then he kind of like fantasizes that instead of her dying, he kind of picks her up and he like just pulls her across the desert. But it's good. It's really good. They're all really good. But Zone of Interest is amazing.
Mike, are you saying Zone 2?
No, I'm gonna go with Perfect Days.
Oh, okay.
I am going with Zone, and I think that the fact that it's in both, Best International Feature and Best Picture, of course, puts it in the running. Makes it a favorite.
Yep. What's the next one, Mike?
Did Parasite win both, or what did it end up
think
doing?
it
Oh,
won
well,
both.
definitely won Best Picture.
It won
Remember.
Best
Best Picture.
documentary feature. Okay.
It might have.
The best documentary feature, we have the odds-on favorite here, which is 20 Days in Mariupol.
Yep.
Mariupol. As the Russian invasion begins, a team of Ukrainian journalists trapped in a besieged city in Mariupol struggle to continue their work documenting the war's atrocities. I know that's going to win, but there's also a great picture of the documentary team that's just so serious. They just look stupid. I don't know why. It's like they're like, yeah, and it's just like, shut up. The Eternal Memory, a Chilean couple. Augusto and Pauline have been together for 25 years, but Augusto was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease 8 years ago. Both of them fear the day he will no longer recognize her. I wonder if they ever make any comedy documentaries. That's why.
That is a comedy.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. To Kill a Tiger, Ranjit, a farmer in India, takes on the fight of his life when he demands justice for his 13-year-old daughter, the victim of a brutal gang rape. His decision to support his daughter is virtually unheard of, and his journey unprecedented. 4 daughters. This is the one I want to see. Look at that photo, right? The story of Ulfa Hamraoui, a Tunisian woman whose 2 eldest daughters were radicalized by Islamic extremists. That sounds hot. And finally, Bobby Wine, the people's president. The film follows Bobby Wine, the Ugandan opposition leader, former member of parliament, activist, national superstar musician during the country's 2021 presidential elections, where he risks his life to fight the ruthless regime led by Yoweri Museveni. A week late says, I watched the trailer for Eternal Memory. Not sure I can watch that.
Eternal Memory is my pick. It is such a wonderful film. They're really good. 20 Days is going to win because of the war, and it's just, it just serves the narrative of this country is what they want to see. But Eternal Memory is, we just lost.
There we go.
It's this most beautiful film.
Yeah, I'm never going to watch that.
Yeah,
Scotty,
I've been to Mariupol, but I was only there for 19 days, so I can't relate to that one at all. I did choose that one. Again, it seems to be the favorite.
we want to win.
It's
guys
the
wanna
favorite on all the Oscars.
Yeah, it's a favorite everywhere. Mike?
Oof, let me see. 20 Days.
Yeah. And the chat room seems to say
Eternal Memory, says Scruffy
I
Bone.
see Eternal Memory, but I think didn't he just say
No, a week late said he was not gonna be able to watch Eternal Memory, and then Ruffy said Eternal Memory. But no one else has voted yet.
To Kill
I think
a
a lot of people
Tiger.
haven't watched a lot of these either.
You should watch To Kill a Tiger is amazing. It's like a crazy story. They follow like this poor girl gets raped, and the documentary crew is there like right at the beginning, and they follow the entire story in this village that's all trying to like keep it quiet because it's like goes against their code and they don't want it to be public. Four Daughters is not a sexy hot romp.
Okay,
So sorry, Jessica, but it is a great film. It's like
it's not sexy.
It's not sexy.
Why
the way
would you
were
put
thinking.
the poster like that? It looks like it's going to be hot.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the marketing team. No, it's so she lost
Certainly
two of
what I
her
wanna see.
daughters, right?
To
And
Islam.
so the filmmaker. So what the filmmaker does is she hires actors, and so you're seeing this weird recreation of reality and fiction by two of the daughters being actors playing with the two real daughters, and they're recreating scenes that led up to what happened. So they're telling the story.
So the other two daughters are truly recruited, and
Yeah.
they're not even in the documentary.
They're not. No, they're in prison, and
They're
so,
in prison.
Yeah,
but I thought they were. I thought they went over
I
to
don't want to.
radical.
Spoiler alert. I won't tell you,
Spoiler
but like
alert.
it's and then the mom, she hires
They robbed
an
the
actor
bank.
to play the mom. So like there's the real mom and then the actor mom, and they keep swapping, and they're like it's such a crazy film. It's amazing. It's really
I'm
good.
gonna watch.
When
the,
you say
YouPorn
swapping,
version.
what do you?
Like
Right. I'm gonna wait for the YouPorn version. What's the next one, Mike?
Here
Best
we go.
original song. Now we're
right.
getting somewhere. All right, this one.
This is an easy one.
Easy
guys.
one. It's got to be Billie Eilish. She won the Grammy.
She's
She won
won
everything.
a Golden Globe too.
And
right?
I hate it.
it's a terrible song.
It's a terrible song. But what's worse is people are saying it should be I'm Just Ken. That was the worst song I've ever seen in my life. What
But-
the hell is the matter with these people?
Yeah, that's
that was
also
the
terrible.
worst part of the. I love Mark Ronson.
But
And I love that Meryl Streep is his mother-in-law. But that song blows.
but Ryan Gosling sings it, and that's what makes it funny and fun.
Look, we are not going to
It's-
do this
it's-
Timothy Chalamet thing all over again, Scotty. Just because Ryan Gosling is hot and he sings it shirtless, it will ruin the movie for me. And I
guess
like
he's
the
hot.
movie
I
very
never
much.
thought
That
about
song goes on for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It is awful. I agree with Jessica.
But it's the fun part of including that song is that it's from Ryan Gosling. And remember, well, we'll talk about when we get to Best
We've
Actor.
lost it.
But it, obviously Ryan Gosling's not going to win Best Actor. It's just, again, it could be some way to honor Ryan Gosling. I don't think so.
Do we
I
need
think
to honor Ryan?
No, we
Gosling?
don't. What the
Yeah.
hell are you talking about? Just because Timothy Chalamet's not in the running, we got to go with Ryan Gosling.
people
Yeah,
love
did he
Ryan
die? What
people-
happened?
It's
People
horrible.
love Ryan Gosling.
Now, if we did go with I'm Just Ken, which could for some reason be an upset, but
There
there's
you go.
no way Billie Eilish cannot win. It is plus 450, so it's worth a shot.
Right, but let's also like we do every year. We have to point out that Diane Warren got a nomination for the 37th year in a
And
row,
never
and
wins.
has never won.
Because she's overrated.
And does
uh,
anybody even know that movie?
Billie
No,
Eilish won
I
this
had to look it
market
up.
2 years ago, and she appears poised to pick up her second Oscar Best Song.
Wow.
The odds, what was it made for? Continue to shorten.
What did she get? 2 years
That
ago?
Fire Inside.
Yeah.
I want to see that. It's all about flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
It's
I
the
know
person that,
movie.
and it's produced,
Right.
I think, by Ava
It
Longoria.
is. She's all the way on the
Yep.
left.
She's so pretty.
Right.
I hate it. If she won for the Bond theme that year, that was horrible too. And I don't hate Billie Eilish. It's just I don't like it. That the Lizzo Barbie song was fantastic. I don't understand why that's not up there.
Again, well, you know this. It'll go to Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do these compare to the Lego movie song?
I don't. Oh, everything is awesome.
Yeah.
Mike, do you like the Barbie one as well?
Yeah, that's the only one I really can hear in my head right now, so I'm gonna go with that one.
A week late. No. Okay, so I guess I assume everybody's going.
No, I'm going with Wazaze.
What's that?
It's good.
Well, didn't
It's
something name
amazing.
that one last year? But his is more. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, Billie Eilish and her brother are very talented, but Batiste is
American Symphony.
he's anyway.
Yeah.
I just there's nothing better than Mark Ronson being somehow related to Meryl Streep. That's why I put that picture up there because it's hilarious. What is the next one, Mike? Best original score. Now this is a really interesting one.
Is it?
Oh no, it's not at all. I'm sorry. I was thinking of something. Oh, you know what?
Thinking it
Sorry. I was concentrating on 1985 in the movies today because I'm getting my class prepared, and the best original score was won by Out of Africa,
Right.
which was a movie, but by John Barry. who, oh my God, if you've ever heard his score for Somewhere in Time, the Christopher Reeve movie, it's unbelievable. It's so what? You making fun?
I'm just
You don't
laughing
Don
because
John
like
Barry all of a
no,
sudden?
no, he's fine. It's funny that's your reference.
That's my reference. That's right. That's my reference. That's why I teach a
what
course. I got crazy
was-
references.
What was the score like to Somewhere in Time? Because I can remember Out of Africa
It's-
was
Can you
so
sing us the theme song?
sweeping and the
It's-
and the strings.
It's hard to say, but I remember at Bob Saget's funeral,
Mhm.
they were playing it, and I'm like, where do I know this song? Because it sounds like a Bond. It sounds like a Bond, not
Okay.
theme, but a Bond like right out of Spy
You're
Who Loves Me
scaring
or
Max.
something like the part. Oh, you have to go. Are you going to come back? All right,
Bye, Max.
Max. Thank you so much for your help today.
He's gonna go find out who Gilbert Gottfried is.
He knows. Let's see. What do I have for what is it? Score? Oh yeah, I guess everybody has
Oh, where is it? Ludwig
on the top.
Göransson. Got it.
Yep. What
I
about
went with
you?
Oppenheimer.
You went out. Yeah, I figured. Poor Things by far is the best score.
I love the score to Poor Things.
It's so good.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
It's so out there, and it works so well. And Oppenheimer, I don't remember anything about that. Poor Things should win,
Yeah.
but Oppenheimer is minus 2,000. So I guess so. I bet it. I mean, I put it down. Oppenheimer's the one. Unfortunately, obviously John Williams can't win. That's already
Not for that
50,
one.
right? Not for that
Yeah.
one.
Right.
But Oppenheimer's
No, he can't. I mean,
what a
he's
joke!
nominated.
What a joke to not put in this Jerskin Fendrix. This music is crazy. I've
Yeah.
never heard anything like it.
Yeah.
That
You
is
mean what a
so-
joke
that,
if they doesn't win?
that it's
Yeah.
not even close to winning. I've never seen a score like this that works so well in a movie that's part of the movie.
Yeah.
Where the Oppenheimer, it's the same shit. And it's just yeah, you're right, Memo. That's a great one. But Marcy's picking Poor Things, but
Mhm.
Go
I'll
Marcy.
let you pick it, but that's the chat. Mike, what are you picking?
Okay, I think Poor Things should win, but I think Oppenheimer is going to win.
Right. That's the problem. Poor Things should. So I'm glad you agree. Oppenheimer, this is one of the easiest layups outside of some of the major categories. That's what the betting people say. What's the next one, Mike?
All right.
Best visual effects. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Oh, right. Okay. We have Godzilla -1.
That Napoleon. picture's
creator?
That is a great
hilarious.
picture.
Wait, that's not the.
It's like a real movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go to the next one, Mike. Sorry, I made a mistake on that one. Go. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
I didn't realize that.
I wanted that one to win too.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I was like, I want to see this dog film.
That dog looks like he's got it going on.
Can I ask what the backstory is between that fantastic picture of that dog?
Well,
There's
that
a
movie's
movie
actually
called-
about a dog that stole the minimal rights to a small country.
Oh, well, that I would say.
He invaded Russia.
No, it's a real movie. When I looked up Napoleon, I was trying to get a picture that came up, and I'm like, oh, that's what I want.
That's what came up first.
That's what I
came up.
want to see.
What algorithm do you use? That's amazing.
So here is a great bet for everybody. Now, Scotty, what are you thinking is best visual effects?
Oh,
know
I'm
what I
going
put
with
down.
Godzilla because it got incredible reviews, and it will probably be the only time to honor that movie. So they'll
Yeah,
give it to
I'm going with
Godzilla.
Godzilla as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
I'm going to take that too. It's between Godzilla and the creator. However, that's what everybody's talking about.
Which was the creator again?
I have no idea.
It's like that AI kid. I don't know. It's some science fiction movie. I saw a trailer.
Reminds me of that Philip Seymour Hoffman movie about.
Oh, the
Wasn't that called The Creator?
Master.
A week later, the creator was boring as fuck.
Yeah, it looked terrible.
But you guys are all saying Godzilla. That's the chat. Mike, are you saying that too?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Godzilla as well.
The only I'm putting money on Napoleon because it's plus 900, and I was reading somewhere that there's a theory about Napoleon, like whenever whoever is in charge of that gets, I don't know, somebody
what?
put in a theory. I can't describe that this kind of thing wins sometimes. I don't remember
Well,
what I
you
read.
explained it well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did not.
thanks for
All right,
clarifying
mistake.
that.
Okay.
Nobody voted
but
for
I'm-
Mission Impossible.
Apparently not.
Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Nobody even saw that one. And the funny thing is, I've been watching all those movies, and they're so good, and I totally missed
Yeah.
this one. I guess.
The last two are particularly good, and I didn't see Dead Reckoning. It came out for like a week, and no one cared.
Yeah, nobody. Wait, they didn't put out the second one yet, right?
Nope.
Right. Yeah, the last one was. They've all been really good, very entertaining. The later ones, it's amazing.
Mhm.
What's the next category, Michael? Best sound. The Zone of Interest. That's weird. The creator again. Oppenheimer, Maestro, and Mission Impossible. Let me. Oh, I put Oppenheimer down. I must have read that somewhere.
I have Oppenheimer too.
I'm going with Zone of Interest. The sound design in Zone of Interest makes the film. It
Mhm.
is. I can't even begin to. It's such an innovative. The way you like the music score for Poor Things,
Yeah.
the sound design in Zone of Interest is like.
So here it says Oppenheimer continues to shorten as the favorite, and Nolan's masterpiece combining visual and audio excellence looks poised to take home multiple technical awards on top of the higher profile achievements. It's not crazy. Zone of Interest could win.
Yeah.
It's plus 160. So there's a thing there.
Mhm.
Looks like everybody else in the chat room is saying Zone. So
Yeah, it's
all right. And you said Oppenheimer, you saying Zone.
Mhm.
I'm saying Oppenheimer.
I'll
Mike?
say Zone.
Oh, you'll say okay. All right.
Oh, someone said sound design on creator that's good to know. A week late.
Hmm.
Props for creator.
What's the next one, Mike? Best makeup and hairstyling. We have Maestro, Society of the Snow, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, and Golda. Best makeup and hairstyling. What did you pick, Scotty?
I'm going with Poor Things. This is probably one of the few times I've given Poor Things a
Wait, your whole
vote.
thing says Wonka written in Wonka, Wonka, Wonka.
I wish.
Well,
I'll be getting to him.
Memo,
Don't worry.
what are you picking?
Poor Things. That was amazing. The makeup and hairstyles and poor those costumes are crazy.
Here's the thing, because I agree, Poor Things should
I
win.
mean, Willem Dafoe, like that was crazy.
Agreed. Everything about Poor Things is terrific, but Maestro is this crazy favorite for some reason.
Because he did his nose.
The Juno.
Right.
My guess is there's no way they vote for the Junos.
Right.
But what an embarrassment that this is the forerunner. The guy puts on the Cyrano nose.
Right.
And Poor Things is a miracle.
Yeah.
This should be awarded to Maestro for its work with aging the characters throughout the film, and its odds shortened somewhat over the weekend, I guess, because it must have won something else. I'm going with Poor Things too. Fuck this.
I want Poor Things to win as well.
I almost think you're right in that it would be embarrassing for them to win for Maestro, only because all of the press will constantly be talking about the Jewish nose.
Right.
It's worse than
Constantly.
that. I could have done the makeup for Maestro.
Well, you did.
I could have done it myself. The aging process. How many times have we seen that in a movie?
Well, that's
Fuck
Golda
that aging
too.
process.
That's Golda as well.
Well, that's last. That's plus 300 to 500. I mean, she looks like that.
No, she doesn't.
Isn't that Helen Mirren? I don't know. Who is that? Maybe that is Golda. It's
Did you guys?
Marcy, you're going with
Well,
Maestro to piss me off. That's funny.
Well, Jessica, you did the Maestro thing, but in reverse with the nose. So there should.
That's
be...
right. I did it in reverse.
Yeah.
Mike, what did you say you were going to pick, or did you not say yet?
Poor Things.
You're going to go with Poor Things too. I know Marcy's picking to piss me off. Is anybody else? All right, I see Scruffy saying Maestro too. All right,
Yeah, he
that's
said Maestro
probably
earlier.
the right one.
That was the one.
All
that
right.
Joe.
Let's go on. Best film editing. We have again Poor Things, Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is the odds-on favorite, I believe. Scotty, your thoughts?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Do I have that?
I'm trying to, pick what's
Trying to win.
going.
You're going with the popular
Yeah.
kids.
Well, we're trying to pick winners.
I know. Nolan.
The way we've
movies
been
are-
doing for the past 10 years.
I know. I get it, but I can't. I mean, that guy's such a bad
timing.
filmmaker. I can't,
Nolan?
Yeah, I can't
I
stand his movies.
You know what? I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I
hate
just watched that horrible The Prestige.
Right.
Oh my god.
What was that about?
It's
Magician.
the magician one. Yeah.
It's awful. And quite frankly, that man ain't that great either.
Yeah, they're all.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Yeah, the
and I
guy
didn't
sucks.
really care for Oppenheimer that much.
Yeah, I was like.
Poor Things
give
was
a
a
shit.
miracle.
Yeah, it was
When I
amazing.
saw it, I couldn't believe how entertaining it was, and held my to Oppenheimer 3 hours. There's no, you could definitely cut an hour off of that for sure.
Yeah.
I'd say Poor Things is a perfect length too.
Poor Things is amazing. I have to go with Anatomy of a Fall on this one because
For best film editing.
it's so well put together.
Really?
It's so the storytelling is so like perfectly balanced. That's
Mike, what do you think?
Ooh. I'm gonna go Anatomy with the Fall.
Oh,
Anatomy of a Fall is like this year's Tar for me. It's like the
Oh.
one that I was like, wow, what a
Tar. You and I, like, I think we're the only ones that appreciated it. Just didn't
it's
get-
good.
But I know who directed Op, but directors don't always edit well, but I vote Op. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah. So the chat room's writing open Oppenheimer. You said Oppenheimer.
I said
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah.
Mike, let's move on. Costume. design.
Napoleon.
Oh, there it is.
Napoleon.
Yeah, that dog costume's
Oh, I love
amazing.
that.
Yeah, we have costume design. We have Napoleon. We have Barbie. Maybe it was. Yeah, no. Poor Things again. Oppenheimer Kills the Flower Moon. Now, this is a tough one because I like Poor Things and I like Barbie. Barbie was excellent costume design. I mean, really excellent. But Poor Things seems kind of special. But I believe, let's see, Barbie. This race is similar to that of the best production design. As Poor Things continues to close the gap on the favorite. Will Poor Things ruin the night for the box office smash?
I'm going with Poor Things.
You're going with Poor Things best
Yeah,
costume.
Poor Things was
design.
just well. I mean, it is a good question in that, like, all right, putting on your like Hollywood cap,
Mhm.
they have to give Poor Things something, right? And they're not going to give it Best Picture.
Correct.
So
Well-
is this the one that they give it, or
or
Barbie?
Barbie in
Right.
that same.
No, we're coming up to a Barbie category that could possibly win, and that's a much more prestigious category. Is that screenplay adapt?
You know, that's
Oh.
true too, because he's right. You know,
Because that's
Barbie
Greta.
is taken what kind of costume design is taken from Barbie dolls that were already made. This Poor Things is imaginative
Right,
of a place where it's not even a time or place. They just made up costumes.
right.
That seems like you're absolutely right. I'm gonna go with Poor Things
Okay.
also. And Poor Things is they're all minus money, so it doesn't matter. You can't win anything. Memo, you're going with Poor
Yeah,
Things.
Poor Things.
And
Scruffy Bone says Napoleon, the dog Napoleon.
Yeah, I'm going Napoleon too because look at that scarf.
Mike and the chat room are going Napoleon.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go for the period piece personally.
You mean Napoleon?
The actual Napoleon.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All the people who don't watch the movies and just vote. You know.
Well, I'll tell you something. If you're serious about Napoleon, that's plus $2,500. That is worth, a $5 bet.
Getting my wallet out.
What's
All
with best cinematography?
All right, now we're
All right.
getting into
Best
the big
cinematography.
categories here.
What do you have, Scotty?
I'm going with Killers of the Flower Moon, which is the first time I've given it
Really?
a
Interesting.
nod here.
Yeah. What about you, Memo?
I mean, all right. I feel like they would. I didn't think Maestro was very good, but it was beautifully shot. I feel like if they're going to give it something, this might be the one. However, I thought El Conde was amazingly, like, from a cinematography, it's so beautifully shot. El Conde is great. It's a vampire film that
That's not going to win.
I know,
Oh.
but Pinochet is a vampire.
Hey. Fuck you and your penis.
It's so beautifully. It's like a beautiful black and white.
So
film.
what are you going to pick, though?
I'm picking. No, I'm sticking with what I want to see.
You can't.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not
I'm
going
with El
to
Conde.
win.
I'm going with El Conde. That's what I'm going with.
You're ruining the game.
Well, that's what I've been doing the whole time. I've been picking the ones that I think are good. Do you want me to say Maestro? I mean, Maestro is probably the one that I think could win. If they can't give Oppenheimer everything, right?
Yeah, they can't.
I went with Killers of the
And you
Flower
went, well,
Moon
I
here.
guess that makes sense.
Oppenheimer, this is a massive 4-digit favorite everywhere but FanDuel, as Nolan's masterpiece is ready to rack up the wins.
Also, it's a way to honor Scorsese in some odd way.
Right,
You
right.
know.
Because of that Thelma Schumacher, whatever her name is, or isn't she the one?
Well,
No,
she's
no,
not the cinema.
Oh,
Scorsese-
cinematographer. I think of editing, sorry.
Scorsese directed Killers.
Mike, what are you saying?
Poor things.
And what is the chat room saying? I see Maestro, I see Killers. Marcy's saying I'm following Memo. That's
Dave,
no
what
help.
did you say?
I said Oppenheimer because that's
okay.
the odds-on favorite.
Okay.
I'm just going with the flow. I don't want it to win. I'd prefer, of quite frankly, for Poor Things to win. But
Can you tell me, is Killers in the running here? Did I do it wrong?
Killers is plus 1,200. Nobody thinks that's going to win.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you did it wrong.
I did it wrong.
Oppenheimer is a true, absolute crazy favorite. You have to put up $2,000 to win $100. That's how much they think it's gonna.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
What are you gonna?
Wow.
Do? What's the chat room saying? They're saying everything, so I
Oh,
can't.
Yeah,
What'd you say, Mike?
they're all over the place. They're all
Yeah.
over the place. But El Conde was the last thing they said.
No.
It's on the screen.
I'll give them Maestro.
That's two. That's two for old
3. Oh no, 2.
Three.
Yeah, 2.
They're just
Sorry.
doing it to fuck with me.
You're listen. The people have spoken.
What's the next one, Mike? Production
That
design.
dog makes me happy every time.
I know, right? That's why I kept it in. It's such an awesome.
You know, it'd be
dog.
great though if El Conde does win. Everyone's like, this story will be that it all started with
Yeah,
this
Yeah,
podcast.
that's the
Yeah.
one where we're all sitting at home and our mouths drop. Like,
And then
like-
your phone starts ringing. The Hollywood Reporter wants to talk to you.
Did you know? Yeah.
who is this
Every time I
memo?
see this Napoleon. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Emma was leading the charge.
Right.
So with best production design, let me see if I wrote anything here. Where's that one?
Oh, okay. I got it.
It's under production
It's here.
design.
Oh,
Dave.
thank you. Yeah, I left it for after we talk. So it turns out Barbie and Poor Things are the favorites.
Okay.
And they say Poor Things, Barbie has lost its status as the favorite as Poor Things continues to shorten. By the odds, this one is a toss-up, but I prefer to side with the momentum of Poor Things.
Wait, that's you or some guy on the internet?
This is the sports book.
I'm going with the sporting book. I'm going with the poorer of the things.
Yeah, I'm also Poor Things. It was an amazing production design.
Mike?
Okay.
Chat room
Things.
forces old man to yell at clouds. Mike. And the chat room is saying, well, Marcy doesn't know because she hasn't seen the movie. She's just going with whatever Memo does.
Thank you.
A week later says Barbie's got to win this one. We'll go with that one for the chat room. Now, I haven't picked yet.
You said the favorites were between Poor Things and Barbie. I
Yeah.
think is what you said.
Production design. That's tough. I gotta say, I think Barbie was amazing. I really think the production was incredible, but that Poor Things, the whole look of everything
It's
was
so different. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna go with Poor Things.
Did Mike say?
Yeah, he went with Poor Things.
Poor
Okay.
Things. I got
Next
distracted by that Napoleon dog. Whenever I see that Napoleon, I'm
hard.
hoping there was a version of Killers of the Flower Moon made with kittens.
Oh God, best animated feature. This has a favorite as well, which seems to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but it's also
Boy and the
neck and
Heron.
neck with Boy and the Heron.
Boy
for
and the
fair.
Heron. All the way.
Spider-Man Across the Verse. This is a 2-horse race, as the Boy and the Heron has won many precursor awards for this market, but the popularity of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is tough to beat.
Does anybody remember how Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse did at the box office this year? And I'm only bringing this up because the first Spider-Man
Kicked ass.
animation, exactly,
Right.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
And I just didn't even feel that this year there was so much heat or talk about.
I felt
this
that way
film.
too, but we
Right.
might be too old.
Well, here's the thing about
No, it
Boy and
didn't
the Heron.
get the
It's
buzz of the first one.
Miyazaki, right? He came out of retirement to make this one.
Oh no, I
film.
chose Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
I chose Boy and the
Mhm.
Heron. I
I
was
just-
surprised to even find Spider-Man there because
Yeah, I'm surprised it's there. I'm even more surprised you're saying it's the number one odds. That
Yeah.
seems crazy
Oh.
to me.
I
Mike,
get that
what did you just say?
Oh, I was agreeing with Scotty that it did not do as well as the first one, but it
Okay.
is animated as well, so it's still beautifully done. But it's just no one
Mm.
cared.
I'm changing mine to the Boy and the Heron. Plus, it's plus 125, so that's a good bet.
Now wait, I will do a plug. Robot Dreams is freaking
But
amazing.
you're picking the Boy and the Heron.
Yeah, I am. But Robot Dreams, everybody should see this film. It's a beautiful film. It's crazy. It takes place in New York City in the 80s, and they nail New York in the 80s
Memo,
so well.
you have no idea if they nailed New
No,
York
you
in the
will.
80s.
You watch it and you'll see.
I would love to see that.
It's so great.
We were there,
It's-
and we will
you
judge.
you judge it. You will love
I
it.
would love
There's
to
this
see
great
that.
scene where he's on 23rd Street and he looks out the window and El Quixote's down there, and he pans over. I mean, it's just like it's a beautifully detailed story, and it's really heartbreaking too. Ryan got really mad at the movie because it like totally tugged.
Why
her.
don't they like put this on
It's
Netflix?
so good.
A week late. What did you just? A week late says I am an animator, and that shit was mind blowing. What?
Oh, he was going with Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man. Hmm.
Oh wow.
That's interesting. He's an animator, and he said it was mind blowing. Well, that's the question: is best animated feature the fact that it's mind blowing because you're an animator, or just like it's a good cartoon? In a well shot. I don't know.
Well, he thinks maybe Disney was just going to win it because it's Disney, but I don't think Disney wins these as handily as they used to.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Plus, because now they're just making stuff up. Elemental, what is it? The Elements? Are you kidding? It's like a Simpsons gag.
Yeah,
So
fire
stupid.
got sad and needs to talk to
Yeah.
water to get its groove
Exactly.
back.
Way lame. What's the next one, Mike?
Wait, real quick, what was Nimona? What was that? What country was that from?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody cares. All right.
That one
moving
was
on.
that's actually on Netflix, and I didn't
Oh.
get around to watching it.
Yeah.
But you can.
Oh,
see
mine
it.
was Boy and the Heron, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's going with Boy in the
So what is the odd? What does Vegas say for Boy and the Heron?
plus 125.
Oh, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, but you get some money. Best adapted screenplay. Got that right here. There is a favorite for this one. Does anyone know what it is?
It's. I hope it's Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach for Barbie. Is it?
It is not.
Is it
Oh.
American Fiction?
Oh, is it Cord Jefferson?
Yes.
Shit.
So, American Fiction, in fact, I can say American Fiction leapfrogged both Barbie and Oppenheimer within the last 2 weeks, and this is due to the other awards they've won over, like
Which is important.
BAFTAs
Right.
and that kind of stuff, and now serves as the favorite. Its momentum is worrying, but you could do worse than a plus money bet on Oppenheimer.
All right, I want to go back to what I was saying before. This is the opportunity to honor Greta Gerwig, who literally made $1 billion or thereabout for Hollywood. This is the category that they'll honor her because, of course, she directed it, but she also wrote it, but she's not going to win Best Director, so that you give her
It's
this.
so
And then
weird.
and that way Noah gets one too, right? You
Her
shut him up too.
Who's Noah?
Her husband.
Noah and Bob.
Oh,
who's
that's
also a
not right.
filmmaker.
Mhm.
The weird part is, like you said, it's so fucked up that she's not nominated for Best Director. That is such a snub.
I thought
I wasn't even thinking that, but you're right.
I mean, what is that? What is that? I mean, what an insult to every woman ever.
It's called Justice, Dave.
What?
It's called Justice, Dave. I'm just playing.
He's making a joke.
You're kidding.
He's doing the you
thought
part.
Finally, I was. Oh, no, it's a joke. It's like really weird. Like, I'm teaching a course on how amazing it is that this woman directed Fast Times at Ridgemont High in 1982. So the struggle, which should at this point, 40 years later, that it's still a joke that this woman directs $1 billion movie and doesn't just get nominated. That's insane.
Well, it's not about the box office though.
There were
Well, it should be on occasion, let alone just send a message to people like we're nominating women now. It's not a thing that
there were some interesting thought pieces after the nominations came out and after there was such a hullabaloo that Greta Gerwig had not been nominated for Best Director. And a lot of people said it's not that great after all.
I don't think that's that great of a movie.
I loved it.
I did not love it.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought the message was great.
great?
I'm a guy.
Ryan Gosling was great.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He was great. He was great. And Margot Robbie was amazing, and she's not nominated for. She's the best. But I saw this movie, and technically, as a dude, I probably should have hated it. I was going in there going like, "Oh, they're just going to be anti-man." But it was goddamn hilarious. She caught all these stuff. Like, I mean, it was funny. And if you're not laughing at it, then you're the worst kind of man. If you're not laughing at the fact that she says, "Oh, you just got to know about The Godfather," and then these guys are going to try and sing you a song. I mean, that kind of stuff was hilarious. And let alone, I think the last line in the movie is unbelievable.
What was
that
it?
She's there for her gynecological exam. That was fucking amazing. I thought this movie was great, and it totally deserves screenplay. But that Poor Things is a masterpiece.
It is
of movie making, and quite frankly, and I guess it's not going to win. It's all the way down. But Poor Things which I absolutely can't believe how much I enjoyed it. As not only is it the premise, which of course is just a little bit of Frankenstein action, but then it's just got this twist towards the end, which isn't even necessary for it to be good.
Right.
When she goes back with the original
Well,
guy,
yeah,
and
they-
I didn't
Oh, right.
expecting any of this,
right.
and you're just like, wow. And it's just so.
Did you see that in the theater? I guess you did.
No, the bartender down the street told me to see it in the theater. I'm like, why would I need to see it in the theater? Then when I finally saw it on my TV, I was like, now I understand why I needed to see it in the theater.
You're talking about Poor Things.
talking
So you
about Poor
paid
Things.
$20 to
No,
see it.
I find other ways like.
Oh, okay.
I thought
Anyway,
it was amazing.
I didn't
No, it was the
ruin
only
anything.
one I couldn't find. That was.
I
not
would have
streaming.
invited you. I went to a screening. If I had even, I would never have guessed you would have been into this film. Like I would have totally.
Like I said, I listened to that guy. He told me about that book, Razorblade Tears. It was very good. So, I just listened to his suggestions. He knows a lot about movies, and
Right.
I can't believe how much I enjoyed it. And she's amazing. And it's just that should win, because Oppenheimer shouldn't even be up there. It's
Yeah.
a joke. I don't
Yeah.
remember any of the lines from that stupid movie. I don't know about The Zone of Interest. Barbie was terrific in its dialogue, really terrific. And I haven't seen American Fiction.
American Fiction is a good movie, but it's not.
No,
It
it's not.
doesn't compare with. You
So
didn't like it
if
at
you-
all?
If you're talking about
I thought it
I
was a good movie.
did not like American Fiction. I thought it was like a Lifetime movie, like a Hallmark Christmas
I'm going with
movie.
Yeah, I guess, but it was better than that. I mean, it wasn't that cheesy. It was good. It was good. I liked it a lot, but I didn't.
I'm picking Barbie.
I wouldn't come up to this.
Does it even belong in Best Picture?
No,
Right.
but
I'm picking
you know.
Barbie, and it's plus 400. I'm just going with it. But so what are you picking for best adapted screenplay?
Oh, I went with Barbie.
Oh, you did go with Barbie,
I'm sticking with Poor Things.
and you're going with. Oh, wait, you're picking Poor Thing.
Yeah, because
Me
it's
too.
amazing.
So the question is, when you're talking about adapted screenplay, are we talking about the dialogue, or are we talking about the story and as a whole? I mean, that's because if you're talking about the dialogue, then Barbie should probably win.
I mean, it's sort of like how good of a job did you do to take what's not a movie and turn it into a legitimate cinematic experience? So it is a dialogue, but it's more than just a
then
dialogue.
Poor Things should win everything. Yeah, it's really terrific. So you pick Mike. What did you say?
Poor Things.
This is interesting because we're not going with the favorite, which is American Fiction. And what is everybody else going with?
Week Late said
Because I think I gave them a
Oppenheimer,
but I
and
didn't.
then that was the only one they picked.
Mike
Barbie.
just put something that Barbie got people back in theaters. That's completely true.
Well, so did Oppenheimer.
So did Oppenheimer, but the fact that Barbie bought in,
Yeah, Barbie really is the one that.
that's what got people to see Oppenheimer.
Right.
Because they're like, well, we're already here. Let's see that other one
Right,
too.
Right.
So Barbie should be rewarded.
And
It's
That's
true.
what I've
really
been saying.
terrific.
Yeah. Well, it's
Um,
a $1 billion toy, so it's fine. They don't really need more help.
it was. I
It's a good
thought the
Barbie
premise
became
was
an
really
entire
funny and
cultural milestone.
Yeah,
And wait till
just
the Hot Wheels movie comes out.
oh, geez,
Yeah.
that was so funny because you're right. I mean, it's just like when
Yeah.
you saw
Was
that
it-
it was like Mattel,
Right.
you're like, oh Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Yeah, the
Right.
Hot
But
Wheels
Hot
movie will be an allegory for the Armenian Holocaust.
Right.
Hot Wheels is not as recognizable as Barbie. Barbie is.
about,
That's because you're a homosexual.
Who told you?
You told me.
It'll
but,
have Ryan Gosling in it.
Yeah. And
Wait,
You're on board.
Mike, seriously?
If Hot Wheels and Ryan
and
Gosling,
Timothy's in
Ryan
Hot Wheels.
Gosling is
No,
going to
it's
be
not. I
driving
would
a
know
hot
that.
car, how are you not in?
No,
That'll be the
is Ryan
tagline
Gosling
too.
really
Hot
in-
guys, hot cars.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in it or not.
He's
think
in the
we got
Hungry
everybody.
Hippos film though.
It's so funny. Now Mattel's got to make. That's the worst part of. That's where Barbie should be, like
Right,
demoted because now
right.
they're going to make a whole bunch of. It
true.
really sounds like a Simpsons thing.
Yeah.
No.
The Hot Wheels movie,
Yeah.
Wait, which company makes Barbie again?
Mattel.
Mattel.
You know, they've become like this ginormous production company.
It's so
yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
It's like
The answer
Marvel.
is
you
yeah.
know, it's
It's
just
like
like what
Marvel,
happened to
like-
Marvel.
You will be seeing.
We're going to take
these
all our
toy movies.
toys.
Right.
The Tonka Trucks movie. Mike, what's next? Best
All right.
original screenplay, I assume, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I have not seen May December. I actually want to. That looks very interesting. But
was
that's
good.
going nowhere. Oh, you saw it?
Oh, it's a great movie.
That
yeah.
looks great. Maestro can suck it. Maestro blows, people.
Yeah,
It blows. I
was not a
sat there,
fan.
and of course, my best friend is in that movie, and I fucking hated it. I even helped her with the dialogue when we were going over the script, and it was, going like, "Wait, maybe say it like
Oh,
this."
right,
I mean, this is
right.
a miracle, right? But that movie sucked.
She was pretty good, actually. I was like, wait, is that
Who did she
Sarah?
play
What, you're cutting me off because I said the movie
Yeah.
sucked?
in that movie? I forgot.
Yeah, she
Wow, how did
plays
they-
Lester.
In the very beginning, she introduces
Mike?
the two of them.
Yeah,
Is Mike still there?
I'm still here. Why?
Mike got booted, I bet.
Maybe we're not on the
Yeah.
air.
No, I'm here. What's
Don't
up?
you see what's on the screen?
Holdovers will
No,
win.
on the screen. We lost our.
Your ad block has been
Oh,
updated.
I bet you it's because
Oh.
nobody's sitting there. I'll be right back. He can't fix it, right?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I can't.
Mike,
That.
do
I'm
you
sorry.
see?
No, yeah. What
Well,
did you say?
I-
It's on. It's not on our screen.
Oh.
It's not showing to us, but it's showing only on that screen.
Dave's gonna fix
Right.
it.
So I have to take issue with. So Todd Haynes is one of my favorite filmmakers, historically speaking, but he has not made like his last few
you
films.
didn't like? Oh,
Everybody hear me?
May,
Oh,
May,
all right.
May, December. Like it or not?
Hey, here. Yeah.
Is this?
Do you see it on? Do you see it on the screen now?
I guess
This
we need
only
to see
affects what you
us
guys
on
see.
the screen. Memo.
What
So
do you
we
see
can
on
see
that
the-
TV screen now?
Are we? When you say third monitor, there's a left monitor or right?
Yeah, there's one right there.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Hold on, I moved it to the other one.
Yeah, I got confused too. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There it is. You did it,
And you can-
Memo.
And you can just maximize it on the bottom right corner.
Yeah, because otherwise we couldn't see the cards. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Memo. See, this guy. This is this is the exact same situation when I didn't think he spoke Spanish, and I was begging him to talk to this guy.
I didn't know
That
you-
was
you
like,
needed
oh,
my-
shut up, Memo. There's the exact same thing all over again. I'm talking like a janitor or something, and I can't get through. I'm like, we need to, there's a way when you can try to talk Spanish.
Windex.
Right, right. And then Memo's just staring at me because I think he's making fun. He's like, oh, I want to see how far he'll go with this. But then he comes, because then I was Spanish. I don't know, even though he was Mexican. And then of course he came over and he talks perfectly fluent Spanish, and he just did it to make me look ridiculous.
No, it's because we did because we're all scared of you yelling at us.
What? And so you should be.
Exactly.
And so finally, he's sitting there the whole time. You guys are having a conversation. I'm trying to fix the thing so we can see even though everybody, I guess I should have just gone through it and just go. Now, what are you doing, Memo? Now, get it. Stop it. You son of a bitch.
All right, I'll just.
That's pretty funny.
All right, we should get off this category.
No, I'm not finished.
Did we even start it?
I don't
Oh, we didn't even do it
Do
yet.
you
No, we
still have
didn't
any
even do it.
listeners left? Or are they still?
I thought we were on the other one. All right, so original screenplay.
All right. So let me just say this. Maestro
We have
sucks.
Yeah.
You're
20
saying-
minutes, by the way.
Oh,
Right.
Past Lives, you said was really good.
But
I haven't seen the holdovers. I'm going to go with Anatomy of a Fall.
me too. Anatomy of the Fall for me is the best screenplay.
Which, by the way, is a fantastic movie. A fantastic movie.
Okay, so yeah, no, I'm going with Holdovers because it's a great movie. And also, I want to say one thing about Holdovers. It reminded me of what an Oscar movie would have been like 30 years ago.
right.
A really, really popular, good Oscar movie.
Mike, what are you going with?
I'll go holdovers.
Oh. And what is the chat room doing on?
They're asleep.
Making fun of us.
I get that. All right. Well, let me know what they pick later. Let's move on. Oh, we're here. Okay, so we're almost finished. Best supporting actress. That's we have Divine. Apparently, I don't know how she got in. I'm
but
not
that's
sure.
funny
This is
What are you talking about?
that you used the picture of a divine.
Oh, Mike, go to the next one. Sorry. Joyce Randolph is going to be in the. Hello, is anybody still
she
listening?
died this year.
Oh yes, she did.
yeah, real funny, Dave.
All right, go to the next one. All right, that's
There
the
we
actual one.
go.
She is the odds-on favorite. There is no choice. I've already picked her. She's. You have to put up $3,500 to win 100 if you choose her.
You know what's incredible about this category? She is
Never
up
even seen her.
against, Emily Blunt, who's been working so steadily and so many hits over the past, let's say, 20 years. Jodie Foster, who's a Hollywood
Never even heard of that
Who's
movie.
Jodie Foster?
Hollywood legend. Daniel Brooks, who's won other major awards, and America Ferrera, who has the scene in Barbie, and yet we all
very
know that
good.
Divine Joy Randolph will win for The Holdovers.
Yeah.
So
It's-
how did she end up just stealing this award?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. Memo, what was you gonna what were you gonna choose?
No, I picked her, but
Oh, you did.
I didn't pick her because I thought I didn't think she was gonna win. I was like, this is just the one I like.
Oh no, she's going to win.
So,
Dave, I
I-
can't believe you haven't seen The Holdover.
No,
Oh,
no,
so
I
good.
can't, and I have my reasons. Mike,
He hates Paul Giamatti.
what everybody says other thing.
I'm gonna say the holdovers.
You're gonna say it too, and I
Yeah.
assume the chat room saying the same thing. Listen, before you move on, it's funny. Emily Blunt she doesn't deserve Best Supporting Actress for this. I don't know what the hell that Jodie Foster movie is, so she can't win.
You would like
She's
it.
a swimmer.
The Color Purple, I don't know, but an American Ferrera was
No,
not.
she's actually the coach.
She's not good
No, I
enough.
just meant the movie. Like
Yeah.
it's about
She's not good
swimming.
enough. So by Flashes of
Nobody drowns, Dave.
Next one,
nobody
Mike.
drowns.
I don't know what that is. Best Supporting Actor. There's your boy Ryan Gosling, of course.
But
Sterling K. Brown. I mean, there's a lot of hot guys in this category, Scotty. You must have had a lot of problems.
Robert
I know
De
you like the
Niro.
black guys.
but again, like the Best Supporting Actress, where Divine took every other award show, as did Mr. Robert Downey Jr. I don't think that there's an award show that
Same
he's
thing.
lost.
3,500.
So I think that
it's
he'll
his
take-
time. It's the Jamie Lee Curtis factor. It's his time.
Wait,
He,
guys, has he never won?
he's never won.
Get the
He's
hell
been
out.
nominated multiple times.
Oh, he was
Wait.
nominated for Chaplin.
Yes.
What else was he
I
nominated
think he was nominated for Tropic Thunder,
Oh, probably.
Yes.
which of course nowadays he would never be nominated for. But yeah, I guess this is his year.
That's why
Wow.
Deserving. He's put in the time and effort. He made the comeback and headed the I mean, he made Marvel so much money.
I'm not taking it away from him, but if you're Robert De Niro,
That's not the best performance, Robert Downey Jr. that I've seen.
I'm just saying, if you're Robert De Niro, you're so fucking sick of having to go to all these award shows.
right.
and sitting there while the presenter goes, and the winner is Robert Downey.
It would be cool if he
Yeah.
won, because he would win Best Supporting Actor, which he won that for The Godfather 2. I'm sorry,
and Raging Bull.
but then he won Best Actor.
Yeah.
We won Best Supporting for Godfather 2.
Oh God.
He only has one supporting Oscar,
and he has one Best Actor.
I
so
thought
he has
maybe this
two.
would be new for him in the sense of
Yeah.
supporting, but let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Big ones.
Robert Downey Jr. for me.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
assumed everybody was just going that direction. Best
Yeah.
Actress. This is horrible. This Lily Gladstone. What the hell is she doing? She's the odds-on favorite. Emma Stone. We all know she's amazing. The Sandra Huller, I got to say, terrific job in
Great.
Anatomy of a Fall. Carrie Mulligan can suck it. She blows. I don't know where people are coming from saying she's so great. God, how many times we got to see the put upon wife who marries the gay guy? Forget it. Jesus Christ. And I don't even know what that movie is. Nod? What the fuck? I
Okay,
never even
so
heard about it.
Nyad.
That's Diana Nyad, who's the swimmer, and Annette Bening plays the swimmer of the woman who swam from Cuba to Key
Florida.
West. To Key West.
I'm going with Emma Stone, even though that would be her second one, which is crazy.
Oh no, Hewler. I'm the Sandra Hewler by far.
You're going with Sandra
She's
Hewler?
That was the most amazing performance.
She was terrific. Well, you know
So-
what? There could be an upset in this
So,
one.
guys, let me just point out that Lily Gladstone has won every single.
Yeah, she seems
award.
like the odds-on favorite to me, but but
So
Sandra.
you're going with her?
I'm going with.
but Hewler.
Double check
Well,
my
what does
notes.
your Vegas boy
Yeah.
say?
Emma Stone was gaining momentum ahead of the SAGs, but the market has now been dealt plenty of uncertainties. Lily Gladstone won at Saturday's precursor event. This is the market to track, as getting plus money odds on either actress would be a big win. What did you say?
No, I think Hewler. I mean, I think Gladstone's going to win, but Hewler was so good, I can't not vote for
Oh, you
her.
think Gladstone's going to win, though?
Probably. I mean, like, I don't know. It just seems like the obvious choice to me. But
Okay. Mike?
Lily Gladstone. Just because that's not
And
who I want to win, but
Can
who
I
I
say
think is going
something
to win.
about Lily Gladstone in this movie? I don't know how many people. I hope we all saw Killers of the
I
Flower
couldn't
Moon.
wait not to see it.
Half-
I never want to see
you
that
know, she
film.
gets
It's way
sick,
too
half-
long.
She gets sick halfway through the movie. She barely has anything to do for half the movie.
Well, that's what they're
Yeah.
saying. They're like, her expressions are timeless. Oh my God. Everybody grow the fuck up and give it to the
Yeah.
deserving one, which Memo is correct, is Sandra Huller. unbelievable performance. I mean, just the fact
I
that sometimes she doesn't know how to speak French, but then sometimes she does. Well, boy, it's impressive as shit.
Yeah.
That's an actress. That's just like that Kate Blanchett in that Tar was.
Right.
Oh, the stuff she was saying when she
Right.
rolled like that.
Guys,
That's
she
acting.
did kill the
right.
husband, right?
I don't think so. Do you think so?
Hey, now you're giving the spoiler alert.
Right.
I thought everybody was mad at me for that.
No, that's not even a spoiler because
gotta move on,
nobody
'cause we
knows.
gotta
We don't
go.
know. You think
Mike,
you
move
think
on
she
to the
did?
I
next
think she
one.
did.
Huh.
Yeah.
Best actor. Here we go. Obviously, Cillian Murphy is the favorite. He has won the SAGs and his odds shortened accordingly. He's a lock to win it.
I went with Cillian Murphy because of what you just said. He's won all the other awards. Paul Giamatti hasn't won since the Golden Globe.
No, but Cillian Murphy is deserving of it. He's a terrific actor. I've liked him in everything he's in. He's got a great look. I like when he plays a villain. I like when he plays the hero. He's terrific. I love Jeffrey Wright, by the way. I think he's an incredible actor. And just because he played Felix Leiter as the Bond movie is the reason why I would totally vote for him.
I do want to point out that if Paul Giamatti does eke out a win, he promised Howard Stern that he would thank him.
I know.
And I want that to happen.
So you're all picking Cillian Murphy?
No, I think I was going to go with Giamatti.
I am.
You're gonna go.
Yeah.
Mike, you said you're picking Cillian?
Yep.
And I see. No. Are you taking my Napoleon dog action tape? That's funny. What is the last one? Is that it? Is that
Best
best
picture.
director?
No, we
best
still have-
director.
We have two more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So what? There's a chick? What the fuck? Wait, a woman directed Anatomy of? No, that had to be a guy. She probably had help. Now we're back.
The old Jessica's back.
Exactly.
Who's her husband?
I don't know.
Was that
Probably
nice
did all
that
the
they
real
allowed
work,
her
right?
to direct a movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right. Why? You know her husband?
No,
okay.
work with me here.
Okay. I'm going with Christopher Nolan because he is unfortunately the odds-on favorite. He shouldn't. I memo. I don't like him either.
Yeah.
don't
I
get
can't.
it,
No,
but
I mean,
he's 5,000 to 1.
that's crazy.
Nolan's odds actually lengthened from as short as 1,000 to as long as 5,000 on the SAGs, but he's still the runaway favorite to win.
That's insane. I mean,
I'm going Christopher Nolan. I mean, that's
no,
an easy one.
how can I go with that guy? Like Triet was amazing. Yorgos, Poor Things was incredible.
That was incredible. That was so much better than Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Poor Things and Anatomy of Fall. It's so much better direction and structure to it. It's Oppenheimer just seems simple.
Listen, I'm not a big fan of Oppenheimer. What about the DGA?
Don't understand.
Oppenheimer, which I was like,
It's already happened already?
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I was like, really, guys? Like,
'Cause
it's
has there ever been a time where someone won the DGA but did not win Best Director?
yeah, I think so. I
Really?
think,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but it was like I was a little bit shocked that they went for such an obvious film as directors. Like all these other people are so much more talented.
It's not. I mean, this Oppenheimer. It's not very good. I mean, it's
I'm not a
okay,
fan.
but it's not the phenomenon that everybody's saying. I
I'm with
don't
you.
understand it.
I'm with you.
And when you see this Poor Things, which is, if they're going to give it to that horrible Shape of Water, which is the worst movie I've ever seen, then why not give it to Poor Things? Because this is an amazing
Right.
work of art.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a movie. Oppenheimer. It's 3 hours.
And I have to point out, Jonathan Glazer did an amazing job, and I mean, it is such a mind-blowingly well-directed film that, like, he's just as good as the others. Like, that Zone of Interest.
Mike,
is
what are you
incredible.
picking for Best Director?
I'm going Yorgos.
Really?
Yeah, I love him.
Mike. And the chat room's going Nolan, so everyone.
Yeah.
Mike. Let's just go because we got to
he's
go,
going
right?
Scruffy. I mean, Scruffy's going Glazer, by the way.
Best Picture.
Yeah, Glazer.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Okay.
what did I get? What did I pick?
Here we go. Best Picture. All these horrible movies. No, I mean that's all good. No, I'm Oppenheimer all the way. It's a guarantee almost. I can't imagine. Poor Things doesn't deserve to be Best Picture. It deserves all those other things. But for some reason, and this is my favorite thing, I enjoy the fact that Oppenheimer will be Best Picture. This is why I hated The Shape of Water. I believe that year was the year I wanted to Get Out to win. I like when a movie wins that tells the time that we live in. That's why The Social Network should have won that year, because it would explain so much about the time we live in and the year that it won. This is the year of Oppenheimer. Barbie would be ridiculous to win Best Picture, but Oppenheimer, was a phenomenon just like Barbie was. It brought people back to the movie theaters, and it deserves to win Best Picture.
Interesting.
I'm going with Oppenheimer.
I got to go with Anatomy of a Fall. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
It
It's
was
just we
amazing.
know it's amazing. Mike, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Poor Things.
Poor Things. Good. I like that.
And the chat room, is anybody going with anything else but the show is taking a Flower Moon. This show is taking
This
on
podcast
Flower Moon. Oh, the
is
longest picture.
Competing with
Oh, we always go along. Oppenheimer, this is less as a prediction and a more of a confirmation that Oppenheimer will win Best Picture.
Scruffy says Poor Things. I like it.
Well,
There's another year.
again, so folks, here's what you need to do. You got to see Poor Things. It's terrific. I mean, really terrific. You see here, we're screaming about how wonderful it is. The music is incredible. The acting, Willem Dafoe is terrific. Mark Ruffalo is incredible. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Emma Stone is really that good. It's weird.
She is really
she
good.
shouldn't be that good of an actress. She doesn't deserve 2 wins in a 5-year period. The La La Land, she shouldn't have won. I mean, maybe she should, but I'm saying it's just I can't imagine Emma Stone's going to be a 2-time Oscar winner, but the performance is fantastic.
Yeah.
It'll go to Lily Gladstone.
But Anatomy of a Fall is really something else. That's a really good, solid. The courtroom scenes,
so good.
really terrific. Almost, like the one with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson and
A Few Good
Men. I like those courtroom dramas. It's good drama.
Right.
The fact that it takes place in a French court is interesting.
Yeah.
Because we don't see that, and that's kind of fun. And it's new. And the fact that she's having trouble speaking English and they're all speaking French makes it better. The kid was terrific.
It was amazing.
I totally thought he was blind. One thing I would like to point out, and I can't believe I forgot to do so when we were talking about actor in a leading role. Timothy Chalamet should have been nominated for Wonka.
Wait, Mike, didn't I have a last picture? Oh yeah, see, I put it up for you.
He
I
absolutely
put it up. I knew what you were going to say.
Nominated.
So how dare you say
phenomenal.
that I didn't have it ready?
He was phenomenal in this movie.
Are you?
But
are
the
you? I
movie's
know
not
you're a
good.
fan, right? So are you saying that as a fan, or are you objectively
saying that as a crazy person that's in love with Timothy
because
Chalamet?
I think he's a great actor. He's a great actor,
no,
but
I'm sorry.
he was not a good
Memo.
Wonka.
It's
He was
Timothy
phenomenal.
Chalamet and Liza, and
Every
that's
single
where
reason
his
why
life
people
ends.
love Timothy Chalamet. He was magnetic.
He's doing the Ryan Gosling bit, but it's Timothy Chalamet. Also, he's just because that's all he has.
Right.
Timothy Chalamet's his guy. I know that. And that Wonka movie, I'm sorry, Scotty, wasn't very good.
It made a lot of money, and it
Did
was
it?
a very, very good movie. And he was the best thing in
No,
it.
he was great. He was great,
awesome.
but Hugh Grant
He is such an
that was the
incredible
fun.
star. And
He really is. He's a star.
Next year, you know who I'm choosing for best lead actor?
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet in June 2.
Oh right.
Oh,
I figured.
everybody's saying it's really good.
I figured.
So you've already seen it?
No, but that's what I'm picking.
Did you see the first one?
No, it looked.
did. Of course I did.
I'm
He was
thinking of
great.
the '80s one, and I'm like, why would I want to sit through that again?
It's very different. That
I
was
heard,
David Lynch.
but my everybody tells me the second one's phenomenal. Guy who writes for the Post said he couldn't believe it. He doesn't like those kind of movies.
I want him
He
to
likes
do
show
more
tunes
musicals.
like you. What's that guy's name?
Timothy Chalamet.
No, the guy who writes for the Post.
Timothy Chalamet.
The guy who does all the movie reviews. John
Timothy
Ola
Chalamet.
Meyer. I can't.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we got to go, right, Mike?
Yeah, they're gonna do the next show pretty soon.
Oh, right. Guys, this is as usual, so much fun. There's always chaos of some sort.
This is a good
Mike, I would just first of all, I say Memo. Is there anything you want to tell people?
If you need a director, give me a call.
Yeah, Memo's terrific. Obviously, you see where his passion lies, and he's fun to work with, and he's a good man, and he's extremely reliable. Scotty, Liza
I'll
Outlives,
tell
of course.
everyone to go see Timothy Chalamet in June 2, so we can talk about it next year when we pick him for Best Actor. And then you can follow me on Twitter at Scott Gornstein or at Liza Outlives.
There's no
I don't see
at
your names
Timothy blah blah blah. You don't have a
And
another one.
Mike
If I could think of a
Suarez,
something
I
funny.
just
Yeah.
want to say thank you very much for making this happen. I know you had a tough day and things were a little weird, but thank you for not canceling the show.
Or Jessica.
And yeah, and no, thank you, because you
Jessica
knew
will
we
get
had this
the show,
scheduled for a
right.
long time, and it's super fun. So, Mike, I appreciate you making it come together. Mike, where are you going to be performing?
The 14th through the 17th, I'll be with Rich Voss at the Plano House of Comedy.
Right, because the next 2 weeks we are virtual, and then
Correct.
we come back here at the end of March with, I think, Marcy, and
Yeah.
we'll be back in studio. That'll be fun. Max, thank you so much for your help today. And Scotty, Memo,
Yeah.
Mike, thank you so much. We'll see you
We'll
next
see you
week
next year.
on the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. Good night, everybody.